football. Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. Coaches like to say play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game, he talked to me about the importance of this young running back. Just a freshman, he has continued to showcase his talent. They gave him an opportunity early in the season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Rebels will kick off first, and here we go. On the return, it's Young. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Quick give. It's Walton. He's past the marker. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Motion from the wideout. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down. And it never had a chance. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching. Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Irish send out the punt unit. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside, it's Lacey. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
The Rebels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And, man, this is exactly how you wanted to script this game. Your defense comes out, gets a stop, do a nice job in special teams. Now you get that first down. The juices are flowing. Everybody's feeling confident now. The offense is feeling good. I look, Jesse, for them to open it up now. Try to create an explosive play. They got some of that momentum early.
Yeah, and this is what coaches love to see, too, right? Complementary football for everything you just talked about. And now, if you're the offensive coordinator, you got...
Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That one comes out hot down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Making his first move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the run, it's Lacey. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Rides to the back. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
From the gun, it's Walton.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Carr. Zings it complete to the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
To the air, it's Carr. Here comes the heat. Being chased. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's changing the play. Back to pass on second down. Out wide left, it's Graham. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Knowing that your man can make the catch against his defender, that wasn't a big play, but it can set you up down the line to be able to take advantage.
Yes, get it to him as fast as I can. When I see him open, he runs the little hitch, get it to him so he can make a little bit of yards after the catch, and eventually that little gain, he's going to bust one of those with his athletic ability.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Pulls it again on the option. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Here's Carr to throw. Moving out to the right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, they're running the curl route against zone coverage, so the quarterback knows he's going to have to put that one on his receiver. And you saw the velocity and the arm talent this guy has. That was a missile.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Gets inside. It's Lacey. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Turns up, it's Cook. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on third down. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Lets it fly. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Looking for room. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here come the Irish back on offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Changing the routes with his receivers. Carr from the gun on third down. Escapes the pressure going right. A spectacular one-hand grab. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Walton. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Notre Dame right back to the line. Carr. Left side, it's Walton. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Running backs are wide receivers. They're doing such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism.
Makes a catch. They will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a crease, it's Lacey. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just playing above the X's and O's right now.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
after run, now throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Burrowing for yardage. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Sets his feet. It's Chambliss. Going for the screen. Oh, and he intercepts it. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
In the backfield, it's Graham. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Quarterback changing the play. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Makes a connection. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Throwing, Carr. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Carr. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Drops back on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Lacy. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Takes the handoff. It's Lacy. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. One more snap coming before halftime. The give on 4th. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 10 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the home team, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. At the 35, he's open. Turning it on. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Carr rushes on. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Myers on the move. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Straight ahead, it's Lacey. Enough to move the chains. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Got it behind the line. It's Alexander. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. On the run, it's Lacey. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Moving the pocket, it's Chambliss. He got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Rebels! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Carr to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Quick give. It's Mobley. He's past the sticks. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Hit as he throws. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming.
Upstairs he's got it. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. What a catch in the end zone for 6.
Coming into this game, this offense really believed they had a mismatch problem because of this tight end speed and athleticism. And you saw it right there, David. Nobody able to hang with this guy on that touchdown catch.
And either way you cover him. If you want to put a linebacker on him, he's got a speed advantage. A safety on him, he's got a size advantage. QB takes advantage of the mismatch, knows where his big fella's going to be, and capitalizes on it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense is back on the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Drops back. It's Chambliss. Throws for the tight end. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Hauls it in. At the 20, he's got space. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Trying to run, it's Mobley. And they'll get him on the ground at the 3-yard line.
Man, we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Chambliss. Right side, it's Haas. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, one thing you know about this guy is once he has the ball in his hands, he's very difficult to bring down to the ground. That time, really nice job breaking a tackle, getting north, picking up more yards. Defense, they need to gang tackle him because he's a problem.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Might as well run him again. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Trying to squeak through the pile. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, third downs, get him the football. Shoot, first downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Looking to pass. It's Chambliss. Just gets rid of that one.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Breaks into the... Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. They move on top here in the fourth.
That's a huge score for this offense, and as a head coach, you love to see your team respond. Obviously, your defense gives up a field goal on the last possession to tie the game. Offense doesn't even flinch. You come out on the field, you execute, you march it down the field, score a touchdown, and you punctuate that drive, retaking the lead and putting all of the pressure back on your opponent.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Pulls it in, it's Graham. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throwing, Carr. Grab near the marker, it's Walton. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Carr. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Making the adjustment on the play. Running inside, it's Walton. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. They'll give it to him again. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Carr. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it a receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you could tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
To the air, it's Carr. Caught, and he will score! Touchdown, Irish! And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The gun, it's Lacy. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels as their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They give it back to him. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And this field goal would be etched in the memory of their fans forever if he could knock it through from here. What a disappointment. No good. Yellow hankies flying, so let's see if the kicker's going to get another chance. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.